What if Pokemon Z had come out for the 3DS? Hey, this is GatorX, and in all the excitement for a new Pokemon game on the Switch, it's easy to forget all the great games that came out for the 3DS, and the ones that didn't come out. Now, Pokemon Z was a game that many Pokemon fans expected to come out after Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, as a follow-up to X and Y. But as we all know, that didn't happen and we got Sun and Moon instead. But what if we did get Pokemon Z? Of course, I think the story would be somewhat similar to X and Y during the beginning. It would begin to diverge near the climax as Lysandre instead sets his sights on Zygarde to reset the world. Zygarde would also likely appear in its 100% form for added effect. After defeating both Lysandre and Zygarde would probably then retreat off to Terminus Cave, where it was originally hiding in X and Y. Now that Team Flare has been stopped, the player could capture Zygarde at 50% and then be told by Dexio and Sena that Zygarde cells are scattered across the region. They would be playing a role similar to the one they did in Sun and Moon. Honestly, I'm not sure how deep the story would go with Zygarde, since there wasn't too much in Sun and Moon anyway, but I think that at the very least, Lysandre would delve deep into its ancient history in some monologue. Now, during the course of the 6th generation, there was a lot of talk of a potential southern part of the Kalos region. If it was something that Game Freak was considering, then this post-game would be the perfect time to introduce it. Perhaps Dexio and Sena would be the ones to give you a train pass that allows you to travel there. As for what exactly would be in Southern Kalos, it would probably contain additional Pokemon from previous games, as well as new trainers and challenges. I wouldn't think that there might be too much important to the story in the post-game area. Maybe just that the Hoopa and Diancie events in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire would take place in areas here and could possibly be a little more fleshed out. Although there probably wouldn't be other legendary Pokemon available, since ORAS already had them all in its post-game. But maybe this is another point where we get to meet characters from previous games, like Cynthia, and maybe even get to battle a few of them. Now, I don't think there would be a battle frontier in this area. We see that Game Freak wasn't considering the battle frontier for ORAS, so if they did make a Z version, it probably wouldn't include it either. When it comes down to it, Pokemon Z wouldn't be too different from X and Y. The most differences would come in the form of additional Pokemon available throughout the region, as well as including the 3rd legendary Pokemon in the main plot of the game. The whole Southern Kalos thing is extreme wishful thinking. If Game Freak did make a Pokemon Z, it would definitely be considered the definitive way to play the 6th generation. But maybe people would ultimately get bored of it like they did with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which include much more than a Z version ever would have. But it is fun to think about what could have been. So let me know what you think. What would be your ideal Z version? Or are we just better off without it? Leave a comment below and we'll continue the discussion down there. If you enjoyed the content, remember to leave a like to show your support. I have been working on other channel projects, specifically my anime and movie channel, where I've been reviewing each episode of Hero Academia. If you do subscribe, you can enable notifications by clicking the bell icon next to the subscribe button. This will make sure that you see each new video as it comes out, and will make you a member of the Chingling Squad. Anyway, this has been GatorX. Have a nice day.